I want to start with talking about understanding how your money matters and who we are, what we teach, and what we do. What we do is we help people protect their income, protect their assets, and we help people grow money so they can outpace inflation, minimize taxes, and avoid risk. Our company is called Census. Census is one of the top marketing organizations in America. We connect you with some of the top leading financial product providers. And we're on a mission. We're on a mission to help 10,000 people this year protect their financial futures. So what we teach the 4 steps to financial strength. We've organized the financial concepts into 4 steps. These 4 steps can help you become financially stronger. Many people go through life without realizing there are 4 financial concepts. And we teach basic insurance concepts. So life insurance is more than just death penalty. More than just death. It can be used while you're living. So we help you understand that and how to use it to reach your financial goals through your lifetime. So what we have here is called X-Curve. And it just kind of shows how when you're younger, you're building assets, you're picking up pace, you're buying homes, you're investing, you're making money. Right? And we want to help you preserve that money. And when you get older, a lot of those liabilities start going away because you're getting ready to retire. And you need that money because you need that money to outpace inflation. So protecting your income and building your assets are key ingredients in creating your financial future. So here, it shows 4 steps to create financial strength. 1, manage your money wisely. 2, protect your income and your family. 3, accumulate assets. We help you understand that. And 4, preserve your legacy. You've worked really hard to build what you have. So you want to protect that. And you want to preserve that to leave to your loved ones. So we're going to go back to number 1. Managing your money wisely. And what we do is we help you understand where your money's going. So we'll sit down with you with a personal financial checkup, as we call a PFC, and we write it down. And it helps us understand, because I've done it in the past. I've done it a couple times because your financial situations change and you learn where your money's going. A lot of times until you write things down, you don't know. You're spending money. Let's say you smoke. You don't realize you spend that kind of money every year on cigarettes. You stop at Starbucks every day. You take the kids to McDonald's. The amount of money you just kind of blow. And if you live here in Vegas like I do, stopping at the slot machine every now and then, and you don't realize how much money you're just throwing away. So sitting down doing this helps you understand that. So in the process of understanding that, now you understand how to manage your money because you're throwing money away. Maybe you'll stop a couple times less at the slot machine. Maybe you'll stop a couple times less at McDonald's. Eat leftovers every now and then. Now, if your kids are like my kids, they don't eat leftovers, but you know. Anyway, you want to create a emergency fund also. So a lot of us, I didn't for a very long time. A lot of people don't know how much you need to create an emergency fund. That's at least 6 months' salary that you need to set aside just in case an emergency happens. During COVID, it was an emergency. A lot of people lost their jobs during COVID. So we might want to set aside more than just 6 months because there were many people off for over a year. So yeah, we want to set that aside. And this helps us create our financial goals as well. And we do this to protect our income, protect our families. And again, back to protecting our families, we build a lot. We don't want to lose it, right? So protecting your income and protecting your assets are key ingredients for creating a stable financial future. So we help you understand inflation. We help you understand compound interest. We help you understand taxes. And we help you understand the risk. So preserving your legacy, again, you work really hard to build that. You want to protect it and preserve it. So again, we want to help you understand inflation, taxes, risk, and compound interest. Compound interest by way of the rule of 72. We believe one of the big difference between the truly wealthy and the ordinary Americans is that the wealthy understand. They understand that their money matters. And they use these concepts that you're going to learn today every day to accumulate more assets. So inflation. Look at this chart. Look at how it's gone up throughout the years. I remember when my children were little. My children are in their early 30s right now. I could go to the grocery store when they were younger and spend $100. And I did something with that $100. I bought chips, ding dongs, ho-hos, fruit snacks, you name it. Snacks are even more expensive than just sticking to the basics and buying meat and potatoes and beans so your kids could eat. So I bought all that too. On $100. I know, I can't even believe it now when I think about it. But really, I can feed my family, my 3 children, and myself for a month. On that, now at the end of the month, yeah, it was scarce. But it lasted $100. Go to the store today and spend $100. How much you coming out with? Exactly. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. So inflation is killing us. I just got a raise on my job, my W-2 job, 2%. What is 2% going to do when inflation typically every year is raising 3.2%? So if this is the only thing I do, I'm losing. I'm losing because my money will not outpace inflation. So we have to understand we need to do other things to outpace inflation and taxes. Excuse me. So compound interest, how does that apply to you? One of the secrets to accumulating more money is to take advantage of compound interest. And to understand compound interest, if you don't understand it, it's basically, they call it the rule of 72. Basically what it is you take the percentage of interest and you multiply it, you divide it by 72. And that's how long it takes for your money to double. So let's say our money is in the bank. The bank, it doesn't even give us 1% interest at some ridiculous 0.2 something, whatever. Not enough to call it making money. No. So for the sake of illustration, let's just say it's 1%. 1% interest divided by 72 is going to take 72 years for your money to double. I don't got another 72 in me. I don't know about you, but I don't. I wish I did. I wish I had another healthy 72, but likely I don't. So while I'm here, I want my money to make money so I can continue to live comfortably when I retire. So we are able to provide insurance policies where you can save money on an average of 8 to 10%. Exactly. Look at this illustration. This illustration goes as high as 8%. And that means you divide 72 by 8%, your money's doubling every 9 years. That's better than the bank. Yeah. So it just gives you a simple illustration. Look at if you're 34 years old, you invested $10,000, right? Every 9 years it goes up. 9 years is 20,000, another 9 years, 40,000, another 9 years, 80,000, and another 9 years, 160,000. Excuse me, and that's if you never put another dime in but that $10,000. So you'll have $160,000 because it doubles every 9 years. You can't beat that. That's the rule of 72. Never heard of it before. I honestly never heard of it until census. Then I Googled it because I wanted to know. Where'd this come from? It's been around. But like I said, the rich know how to use this. I'm one of the ordinary people. But I'm trying to make it to the rich. So now I know. So I know I need to use this. I need to take advantage of this. Now that I understand it, everybody can use it. They just don't know about it. So that's why we're here, to teach you about it. The banks use it. Your credit card companies use it. That's why if you're only paying minimum payment, you're never going to pay that credit card down because that interest is accumulating on compound interest. So you never pay it down. So yeah, they're using it to their advantage. So let's flip the script and use it to our advantage. So taxes. Taxes potentially are the most powerful challenge in your financial future because you're going to pay taxes. Every penny you earn, you're going to pay income tax. Every penny you spend, you're going to pay sales tax. When you invest, you make enough money, you're going to pay capital gains tax. And when you die, you pay estate taxes. So hopefully this helps us understand the timing of taxes. Timing of taxes matters. So it's tax now, tax later, and tax advantage. So tax now is basically just saying what I just said. You're taxed on every dime that you make. You're going to pay those taxes right now on money that you make. Okay? Tax later, that just means your 401k, your IRA, your 403b, things like that. Tax deferred money. And then when you withdraw that money, you're paying taxes. And not only are you paying taxes, they got stipulations on these things of when you could touch that money and how much money you could put in those policies. But then this is what we like. This is what you need to take advantage of. Tax advantaged. It's accumulated money, tax deferred as well as tax later, but it can be accessed in a tax advantage way. Tax code 7702 says you cannot tax a cash value life insurance policy. Something to chew on right there, right? So risk. Just understand, we know there's risk. We know there's risk when you're investing. So for an example, you have $100. You have $100 that you're investing. That $100 takes a 50% loss. How much money do you have? $50. 2 years later, there's a 50% gain on that. How much money do you have now? $75. Because remember, you only have $50. Half of 50 is 25. So you still not back at your 100. So the reason I'm saying that is because in your insurance policy, you never lose money. You don't lose. You're going to stay level if the market drops. So you have all the advantages of the upside of the market, and you're never going to lose money. So there's no disadvantage there. So that's what we teach. Now, this is what we do. What we do is we sit down, which we talked about earlier, with the personal financial checkup, and we sit down with you and write it down. We put it on paper. Hey, this is how much I have saved for college. This is how much I need for college. This is how much I'm putting in my savings plan. This is how much I'm putting in my emergency fund, and then we add it all up and we see where we're at with what we have coming in and what we have going out. And we may realize, wow, I got more money than I thought I did because I'm blowing a lot of money. Or we might realize, dang, I think I need another job. That's why I never have any money. I might need to pick up another job. So you never know. And these services are offered to you free of charge. Can't beat that. You go to a financial advisor and they're going to charge you for this service. So we do it for you free of charge. And I want you to ask yourself this. Did you find value in what we just talked about? Could you see yourself doing it? Do you think this is good for other people? And if you know anybody who can benefit from this information, please let me know. I love sharing this information. So how are you doing on your goals? Are you on a path to achieving your goals? If not, what are you willing to do to change that? Understanding your money matters.